Hi, hello, my lovely students. How are you today? Welcome to class. It's nice to have you on this platform once again. I want to believe you are doing very well. Studying, I've seen some of your assignments, I want more of them. And I believe after this learning process, you're better for it. Last week, we considered literary appreciation part one. Literary appreciation part one. Today, we're going to be considering the part two of literary appreciation. And for our learning objectives, at the end of this class, we're able to recall all that was taught in the last class about this topic. Number two, we're able to discuss more means of literary criticism in literature. Number three, we're able to explain more figures of speech. And lastly, we're able to criticize literary work more effectively, better than you did last week. Then to my assignment, I do this assignment last class. I said should define the following literary terms. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is a device that allows you to see the result of your present action. You just see, especially in drama, on TV, you just see a zoom into the future to show you what will happen if you should try what you are doing now. Then point of view is the author's manner of presenting his message to the reader, his manner, like the way he wants to present to the reader. Then climax is the highest peak of conflicts. When conflict reaches the peak, and in physics, it is said that anything that goes up must what? Come down. So when it goes up, get to the peak, that is climax. Then sound and rhyme. This implies how words of same sound appears, or we say repetition of same sounds, repeating same sounds. Then wordplay. Wordplay is the author's play on words to create emphasis or comic relief. Author's play on word. Author's play on word. Then style is the author's unique way of writing or theme presentation. How he wants to present his theme. Maybe he wants to start from the end of the story, then do a flashback to the beginning, or start in a linear way, which is always the beginning, the middle, and the end. The diction is the author's choice of words, either to be simple, to be complex, or complicated. That's the author's choice of words. Then for today, we'll be considering this for today. This for today. Let's pick them up one after the other. Number one is foreshadowing. I said it gives an hint of what is to come in the story to tell you a result of present action, and at times even from the title of the book, from the title of the story, you know what will happen later. You have been projected. This is also is called foreshadowing or projection. You have been projected into the end of the story, but you have to read how it happens. That is where they bring in suspense so that you are glued to the book. Then we have flash forward stroke foreshadowing. They are used alternatively. They mean almost the same thing. They mean almost the same thing. And I will happy to use screenshot this and study this on your own later. Screenshot this and study this on your own later. They mean when you flash forward, you go to the future, you foreshadow, you go to the future also. Then we have point of view. Point of view is reflection and opinion of an individual from real life or fiction. It has to do with how the individual writer wants to present his message, the point he wants to come from. Does it want to come in the first person form when it uses I as being part of the action, or the second person form when it uses you, like narrating a story, or the third person where it says he stands afar off and tells you the story also. And let's look at this for more guide. We have four major points of view. This person, as a first person, is a character in the story. The character in the story, first person, and uses I as being part of the story. Then here, second person, this is not common, uses you, like telling somebody's experience. Yes, it can't even be used for autobiography, so sorry, for biography. So this is you. Then this person is a narrator that is outside of the story, outside, narrating the story. That's when you use he and she. Then this is an omniscient narrator. This is also a third person, but he knows all. He has access to every part of the story, even to the thoughts of the characters. He knows their thoughts. But here, like I said here, limited. He can only tell the story paraphrased, not in details. But here, this guy here knows everything about the story. He's an omniscient narrator that knows all. The next online is the climax. As I earlier, I said this is the peak of conflict. The peak of conflict. You can go through what I've written here to see how it works in those days. It's from a Greek meaning leather and how it works. But simply put, it's a peak of action, peak of conflict in a story. I can see it here. This is a starting point where we have the exposition, the characters are presented, that is the struggle starts, but it keeps going up till this peak. This is a turning point. Like I said before, anything that goes up, like it is said, the phases must come down. It falls to the point of resolution. Everything gets resolved. So climax is the highest peak of conflict in early literary work. Then we have rhyme. I said in some classes ago, the pattern of stress and unstressed beats, pattern of stress and unstressed beats, and it's common to poetry. It's a poetic thing. It's you can't say you hardly find rhyme in drama and prose. No. Nobody uses that because they are not written in verses and stanzas. It's common to verses and stanzas writing, and that is only poetry. Only poetry is written in verses and stanzas. And you can see it here. Example fence. You have it here. You can see fence again coming here. Fence again here. Leak. Then stick, picket. These are end rhymes. That's the same sound ending. I've taught this before. I'm sure you remember this. Then we have the word play. I said before that word play is play upon words. And mostly these devices are used. All these figures of speech. I know you remember them. Consonants repeating vowel sounds, assonance repeating vowel sounds at the middle. This is at the end. The spellings at times, some homophones can be deceptive. Then alliteration, repeating vowel sounds, they deal with sounds, play upon sounds. Onomatopoeia, when your sounds depict your action. Then rhythm, I told you before. Then acronym, sometimes they play upon words also. Pun, that is really play upon words. Then slang also can be used to play upon words. Then two main examples now. Pun itself. Tomorrow you will find me a grave man. This has a deep meaning. I believe you can interpret the meaning. Sit down quietly and get it for yourself. I won't do it for you. Then this is malapropism when a character uses a word to confuse another word. You use a word to just to create comic relief. Then we have the style. I told you the way you want to write. You want to go. It varies from author to author. You go in different ways in presenting your view, presenting your theme to your audience or readers. And these styles have been stated here. We have the expository, argumentative, we have the descriptive, which describes this, exposes. This is more or less a lecture form of writing. Then this describes, this is detail. And for every work of art, this is more common, especially in this is more common narrative in narrative, and this is persuasive, like trying to appeal to them to take your point of view. So for literature, this is common to literature. This the descriptive and the narrative is a common thing. The narrative also common literature and to diction. I said is choice of words. How you want to simplify or make your words complex or complicated. You try to use simple words, you try to go formal or standard, and you can see it here in terms of fiction. Edify, enlighten, let's know. They mean the same thing in different contexts. This same thing in different setting. In a formal setting, this diction is allowed. It is standard English. Then informal, let's know, is casual. So you start to pick anyone as a point of diction in relating your story. And to the concluding part, I've said this last one, I'll say this again. Conclusion, literary appreciation is the bedrock and the heartbeat of literature. When nobody can criticize your work is a failure. Literature is best appreciated through criticism. That makes your work unique and stand out. So also happy to go over these two topics again, and that enables you to even to be a better reader because you're able to see beyond the surface level when reading a novel or a play or when analyzing a poem. And to boost your knowledge and to help you better, these reference materials will be of great help to you. They will help you better to become a sound mind literary critic. A sound mind literary critic. And so my assignment is very simple. I want to go home and work on these terms. These terms for me. What is first person, second person, third person? I've explained briefly to you in class. I want an elaborate note on it. And you know how to get my assignment to me. Send to my email using darkboard.orimoloye@greenland.org. Then please, the materials, go through them again and again. So we'll see you again next class. Stay blessed, keep studying, remain fit, and remember I love you all. Thank you.